Saying nice to meet you and then going silent, that's killing your conversations in English. In the next few minutes, you'll learn the exact phrases that make people remember you at parties, job interviews, anywhere. Hi everyone, I'm Teacher Cord. Let's fix this. Let's go.
A strong first impression can open doors, start friendships, and help you sound confident in English from the very first minute. Imagine you walk into a job fair, a class, or a party. Someone smiles at you, and all you can say is, "Nice to meet you." It is polite, yes. But if that is your only line, the moment can die fast, and you may miss a real connection. Hi everyone, I'm Teacher Cord, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we are diving into how to make a great first impression in English, and we'll learn simple, natural phrases you can really use. Let's start with the truth. Nice to meet you is not wrong. Please keep it. It is friendly, safe, and correct. The problem is not the sentence itself. The problem is when you only have that one sentence and then your mind goes blank. Real conversations need one more step, maybe two. You need a way to open, continue, and leave a warm feeling. Think about everyday situations. You meet a new coworker on Monday morning. Your friend brings a guest to dinner. You join an online class, and the teacher puts you in a breakout room with a stranger. In all these moments, people remember your energy, your tone, and your next question. That is why today we are not just learning one phrase. We are building a small first impression toolkit. Here is the first useful line. It's great to finally meet you. This sounds warmer than nice to meet you, especially if you already heard about the person. Maybe your manager talked about them, or maybe you saw them in emails before. A simple example is, "It's great to finally meet you. I've heard a lot about your team." Another good phrase is, "I've heard so much about you." Use this when the other person is already known in your circle. It makes the meeting feel personal. Be careful though, your tone should sound kind, not strange. You are showing friendly interest, not acting like a detective. Example: "I've heard so much about you. Emma says you make amazing coffee." Now add a small follow-up question. This is where many learners get stuck. After the greeting, ask something easy and real. Try, "How do you know Sam?" or "What brings you here today?" The phrasal verb "bring someone here" is very common in social talk. Example: "So, what brings you here today?" Here's the key. The best first impressions are not about big words. They are about making the other person feel comfortable and seen. Let's picture a simple scene. You are at a friend's birthday dinner. Someone sits next to you. If you only say, "Nice to meet you," and stop, the silence becomes heavy. But if you say, "Nice to meet you, how do you know Ali?" Now the conversation has a road. The other person has something clear to answer. This is what natural speakers do all the time. They do not just greet, they gently guide the conversation forward. One natural collocation I want you to remember is make small talk. Small talk means light, easy conversation at the beginning. Some learners think small talk is fake, but in English-speaking cultures, it often shows friendliness and social skill. Example: "I'm not great at small talk, but I'm trying." Another helpful line is, "Have you been here before?" This works at events, cafes, offices, and even online groups in a different form like, have you joined this group before? It is simple, useful, and easy to answer. Example, have you been here before or is this your first time? Now let's listen to Sarah and Tom in a real situation. They are meeting at a networking event for the first time.
Hi, I'm Sarah. It's great to finally meet you.
Hi, Sarah. I'm Tom. Nice to meet you too.
I've heard so much about you. Maya said you're great with new clients.
That's nice of her to say. Thanks. What brings you here tonight?
I just started a new job nearby, so I wanted to meet people in the area.
That makes sense. Have you been to one of these events before?
No, this is my first one, so I'm still finding my feet.
You're doing well already. How do you know Maya?
We worked together last year, and we stayed in touch.
Did you hear that? Sarah said, it's great to finally meet you, and that worked well because she had already heard about Tom. Then Tom asked, what brings you here tonight? That is a very natural way to move forward. I also want you to notice Sarah's line, I'm still finding my feet. That simple idiom means she is still getting comfortable in a new situation. Very useful, very natural. Example, I'm still finding my feet at my new school. So what if you do not know anything about the person? No problem. You can still sound warm and confident. Try lines like, how's your day going? Or, have you met many people here yet? These are easy, friendly, and open. The collocation meet people is basic but powerful. Example, I'm hoping to meet people from different fields today. There is also a smart trick, comment on the shared situation. If you are both waiting for a class to start, you can say, looks like we're a bit early. If you are at a workshop, say, this looks interesting. The phrase a bit is soft and natural. It helps you sound relaxed. Example, I'm a bit nervous to be honest. Let's talk about one mistake. Some learners ask very personal questions too early. For example, how old are you? Or how much money do you make? That can feel too direct. A great first impression is not only about speaking, it is also about reading the room. Read the room is a useful idiom. It means understand the social situation. Example, before you joke like that, read the room. Here is another teaser for you in a minute. I'll show you how to sound more natural without trying to sound impressive. Many people believe they need fancy vocabulary to impress others. Actually, the opposite is often true. Simple English, said clearly and warmly, is much better. A first meeting is not a test, it is a bridge. So focus on three things: greeting, follow-up, connection. Greet the person, ask a simple question, then connect to their answer. Let me show you. If someone says, I just moved here, do not jump to a new topic. Stay with it. You can say, oh, welcome. How are you finding it so far? The phrasal verb move here is common. And the question, how are you finding it, means what is your experience like? Example, how are you finding your new job so far? Another ready-to-use line is, that sounds exciting. This short response keeps the conversation alive. It shows interest, and then you can add a question. That sounds exciting. What kind of work do you do? Notice the collocation kind of work. Very normal, very useful. Example, that sounds exciting. What kind of music do you play? Your voice matters too. If your words are fine but your tone is flat, the meeting may still feel cold. Smile if it feels natural. Slow down a little. Give the other person space. A good first impression is not about being loud, it is about being present. The phrase come across is helpful here. It means how people see you. Example, you come across as friendly when you ask simple questions. Now let's move to a more professional situation. Maybe you are meeting a manager, a teacher, or a client. In these moments, you can still be warm, but a little more careful. Try, "It's a pleasure to meet you," or "Thank you for taking the time to meet with me." The collocation, "take the time," shows respect. Example, "Thanks for taking the time to talk with me today." Still, do not turn into a robot. After that polite opening, add something human. "I've been looking forward to this." That line is friendly and professional at the same time. Example, "I've been looking forward to this meeting all week." Here's something important. If the conversation feels a little awkward, that is normal. And there is a simple way out. You do not need to be perfect. You just need a few rescue lines. If there is a pause, try, "By the way, how long have you been working here?" Or, "By the way, how do you know the host?" "By the way" is one of those small phrases that makes your English flow more naturally. Example, "By the way, do you live near here?" Also, remember to listen. A great first impression is not a long speech about yourself. It is a balanced exchange. If you ask, listen carefully to the answer, then react to one detail. This is where real connection starts. Now let's listen to Sarah and Tom again, this time in a more professional setting at Sarah's first day in a new office.
Hi, I'm Sarah. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Hi, Sarah. Welcome to the team. I'm Tom.
Thanks. I've been looking forward to this.
Glad to hear that. How are you finding the office so far?
Good. Everyone has been very kind, and I'm still finding my feet.
That's completely normal on a first day. By the way, what kind of projects do you work on?
Mostly social media and content planning.
That sounds exciting. I work with the marketing team too.
Great. Then I'm sure I'll learn a lot from you.
Did you notice how Sarah said, "It's a pleasure to meet you"? That fit the professional setting very well. Then she said, "I've been looking forward to this," which made her sound positive and prepared. Tom used, "How are you finding the office so far?" And that is a great question because it is kind, easy, and specific. Later, "That sounds exciting," was a short but strong response that kept the connection going. Before we finish, let me give you a very simple formula you can use today. Step 1, greet warmly. Step 2, add one personal or situation-based line. Step 3, ask an easy follow-up. For example, "Hi, I'm Lena. Nice to meet you. This is my first time here. Have you been here before?" That is not fancy, but it works. And if you feel nervous, be honest in a simple way. You can say, "I'm a little nervous." To be honest, people usually respond kindly to that. Honest English often sounds more natural than perfect English. So, let's review. "Nice to meet you" is fine, but do not stop there. Use warmer options like, "It's great to finally meet you," or "It's a pleasure to meet you." Add easy follow-up questions like, "What brings you here?" And, "How do you know the host?" Use small talk, read the room, and stay with the other person's answer. That is how you make a real first impression in English. Thanks for spending this time with me today. I'm Teacher Cord, and if this episode helped you, feel free to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.